Greetings, everyone. I hope you all are doing great. Don't worry about any background noise behind my voice. I just have some notorious people in my neighborhood who knows how to make noise. Okay, so let's go over this. Now, there's something I want to show you guys here. Now, this is a challenge I'm having with quite a lot of you. That when I send you my loops, you guys have a challenge to, what do you call it now? To extend. Maybe if I send you one of my loops of 5 minutes, like you guys have a challenge to extend it, to more than that. Now, I'm going to use this to just explain. This is just for this basic problem I want to solve. As time goes on, I'll be posting more lessons. But um, what I have here is the loop we use on our Sunday service. This past Sunday service and for the duration, and the tempo is 125, while the time signature of course is 3/4. So let me just you know loop one side of it and play it. So that's what we did. So and we're just using it to gyrate and all of that. Now of course this is like an extension of the loops. So let me just take this part out. Now, let's assume I sent you this. Let's just say this is 5 minutes. I know it's not up to 5 minutes. This is just like, this should be like about 5, 6 seconds or so, or not up to 5 seconds. Because if I check the timing, let's see. It's not even up to, it's about 3 seconds as you can see. So now, let's assume I send you a loop like this for 3 seconds. I want to extend it. In some cases, depending on the digital audio workstation you're using, me, I'm using Logic Pro X. So for someone that use Studio One, Fruity Loops, Cubase, Ableton, and all of that, well, some tools or some system of operations are kind of different, and if you're not careful, it may, give you issues. Now, the first thing, if you get an audio loop from me, because this is an audio loop, as you can see, this audio. If you get an audio loop from me, the first thing you need to do is to check the tempo. Check the tempo of the loop. Now, for those of you using Logic, it will be easy for you guys to grab this. Okay, so Logic now, I can just group this guy so it can replay itself over and over again. Now, on Logic, there's what they call Bpm Counter. Now, let's assume, of course, I didn't set the tempo and all of that. I just carry the file and put inside this Logic box. So now, the tempo is already 25, but then I can still search for it again. Let's assume it's 00. So here, BPM counter. You see, it's fluctuating 124.9. That's approximately 125. So it's even showing 125. Think 125. So you can see that it has given me 125. So 125 is actually the tempo of this audio. So stop it. And how do I check my BPM counter before you guys will bore me with too many questions? BPM counter is other your EQ channels, effect channels, audio effects. Thank you. So other audio effects, you see metering, other metering, you see BPM counter, and you select. So it will give you this. So once this BPM counter is on, as you're playing the loop, it will be ready for it to show you 125. So that's it. And now you've gotten the tempo. What you will now do is to now set the tempo to 125. Set it to 125. Of course, the time signature is 3/4. It's a 3/4 kind of rhythm. And once you set the tempo to 125, then you come over here. This place is called flex. You can see it's changing. This place is called flex. Under flex, you have flex, flex monophonic, flex slicing, rhythmic, polyphonic speed. These flex tools have major roles they play. The flex rhythmic, for instance, is for tempo. It's for no, it's not for tempo. It's for, what do you call it? It's for quantizing. If you're tracking an audio bass or an audio drums, for instance, audio, you use rhythmic for quantizing. So in case you want to quantize, to give you to give you the proper quantizing without any drag or something. Flex pitch, of course, is for vocals. You want to correct notes, pitch corrections, and all of those things. Now, in this case, for the sake of what I'm talking about, you need what they call flex slicing. I don't know if there's anything like that on other DAWs, but flex time slicing. That slicing, you need to activate it. That is why you have this kind of audio turning in like this. If you put off the flex, it will show this. If you put it on, it will show this. But it doesn't matter anyway. You've already set flex slicing on this channel, so it's going to give you this. This flex slicing helps you to, manipulate the tempo. So even if you change the tempo to a higher speed, it will not drag, it is still there. So you see, chasing, and I can bring it down to a very lower tempo, maybe 1:99. So this is 99 already. Of course, it's going to be slow. Oh yeah, that's changed to 77. So it's going to be slow. Just, you can see now. So let's go to the main thing, the extension part. Set the tempo back to 125. No time. Good. Now the extension part. So what I simply do now, in some cases, for some of you, you want to do the extension like this. You just come to this side of the audio and extend like this. In some cases it will work, but if the audio is not accurate, it will be dragging, depending on how the audio was designed. But for some of you, you do this a lot, and it's not the correct way to extend any audio, especially something that you have to replay over and over again. So you can't extend it like this. This is not, you can do this extension when it's a MIDI, because MIDI, when you create a MIDI and you quantize it, you can extend the MIDI, that one, as long as it is quantized. But audio, you have to be careful, because some audios may not come accurately. That's why I talked about checking the tempo first and making adjustments before doing this extension. But this is not the form of extending your audio loops to the length of time you want. So let me just take this back, Ctrl Z or Command Z. Now if you want to simply extend, you just have to do what I call copy and paste. If you can see, everything should be in line like this. So copy and paste on Logic Pro X is simply Command arrow. You can see it. I'm pressing Command arrow, and as you can see, is duplicating. That's the word, duplicating. You duplicate to extend to the length of time you want. So you duplicate it, and as you're duplicating like this, it is falling in the right margin. So there's no way to cut, there is no way to hang, there's no way to drag. You understand? So you can duplicate it to as long as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, to even to 1 hour. So let me just play this now. You can see that it will be in timing. You can see it. Next slide. Next slide. You can see. So it is on timing. So you guys need to learn how to do this. So I don't want to bore you with too much talk. This video is already about 8 minutes or thereabout. So let's leave it here. Thank you. So I hope you've grabbed this lesson. If you don't understand, please go over it again. God bless you.